Let's talk about the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and all the fun things that you have to do there. Okay, so let's start. We got to start in Diagon Alley because Harry starts in Diagon Alley. So this means that we are at the original park, Universal Studio Florida. Okay, so you're gonna get it. You're not gonna see the entrance. It's so cool. Do you remember how when Harry and Hagrid entered, Hagrid did like the magic and then everything opens up and then you get the reveal. You get to go through this whole thing. So you're basically in London and you'll know you're in London because there's going to be a sign for the Leaky Cauldron. There's going to be the night bus, which I definitely recommend you go and talk to the night bus conductor and the shrinking head at the front. And then you can also go to the back of the night bus and it's opened and you can get up in there and look in the night bus. And this was actually screen used. You can see the beds, you can see the toothbrush holder, you can see the chandelier. Again, screen used. Very good. Very good way to get your pictures if the line for the conductor is too long. All right, so we've done that. There's also going to be number 12 Grimwald Place, which is Sirius's house. You'll know it's his because there's about 4 apartments, or however you want to call them, 4 places of living. There's 1, 2, and then there's one that's a lot darker and then light. So the darker one is Sirius's in Grimwald Place because it's hidden, so it doesn't have the effects of the sunlight, whatnot. But not only do you want to take a picture there, but you also want to look up because a certain little house elf is checking to see how things are going. And if you watch Harry Potter at all, you know that the house elf for Grimwald Place is Kreacher. So make sure and get your little Kreacher selfie, get his video. He's going to creep out from behind the curtain and come back. I think the next time I go, I'm going to see exactly how long it is between the times so that I can let y'all know how long you need to stand there. Okay, so there's that. So now we have to go into Diagon Alley, which actually, if y'all didn't know, that's where Jaws used to be. So there's a few nods to Jaws while you're in there. I'll do that in another video, but I just love stuff like that. Okay, so now we go in Diagon Alley and it's like the big opener. Like it's like Wizarding Wheezes is there. You see Gringotts Bank at the back. You see the dragon on top. There's Madame Malcolm's. There's Ollivanders. There's all the fun places that you see in the movies. It's just Borgin and Burkes. There's all the things. Okay, so one thing that a lot of people miss, as soon as you get in, there's a left turn that kind of looks like it doesn't go anywhere, but there's a sign that says Nocturne Alley. And if you know anything from the books, you know this is kind of where the Slytherins hang out in the darker, like Death Eaters and, you know, the purebloods or whatever it is you want to call it. But you want to go through there because Borgin and Burkes is there? I can't say it. Borgin and Burkes. And that in there, they've got a few little Easter eggs. So they've got the Vanishing Cabinet, which is what Malfoy uses to bring the Death Eaters to Hogwarts. And if you listen, you can hear like the bird knocking around in there. You can hear it'll actually shake, and you can also hear like a little tweet tweet. If you remember the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can also look at screen use props there. I think the Hand of Glory is there, and I believe the Trollfoot umbrella stand is there as well. There's also magic you can do there. You can do wand magic. I just love Harry Potter. But you want to go down Nocturne Alley. Don't forget about it. Plus, it's super not crowded, so it's a great place to go. Okay, if you get overstimulated, like the Wizarding Worlds are like some of the most popular worlds and they're super crowded. So just so you know, there's going to be a lot of spots designated for wand magic. You'll see people there performing one. There's going to be like a little circle like near on the ground that shows you, like, it'll tell you the name of the spell. It'll kind of show you the shape of what you do. And there's also going to be witches and wizards that can help you cast your spell so that you're successful. There's Ollivanders. You can go watch the Ollivander wand choosing ceremony, which is just like it was in the movie. So a group will go into Ollivanders, they'll pick somebody, the wand chooses the wizard, and then normally it's a child, but you get to watch them practice magic and when things good happen or when things bad happens, and it's just a fun little thing. There's also shows. There's Escape from Gringotts, which is the one and only attraction there, but it is a banger. The lockers they're intense. There's actually a tip that I'll share later about that you can actually use the lockers when you're coming off the ride instead of going into the smaller space, but you do have to take everything off for that unless it's a fanny pack. You can't bring your Coke Freestyle cups on that. There's also an ice cream shop where you can eat the strawberry and peanut butter, which is Harry Potter's favorite. You can obviously get butter beer. There's going to be butter beer carts where you can get the original or the frozen. You can also get hot butter beer. You can go to the Hogshead if you don't want to wait in line at the butter beer. There is so much. I'm just going to talk about Diagon Alley with this one. There's just so much to do. They've got some shows. They've got the sweet shop. You can go into the Weasley store and they've got all kinds of all your, you know, your Bertie Bott's every flavored beans, your chocolate frogs. It's got, what else does it have? Oh, there's like the motorbike where it's almost like the Hagrid's that you can sit on for a photo op. They've got tons of shops. It's just a good time. So let me know if you've ever been to Diagon Alley. Let me know if there's anything that I missed. And if you found this video helpful, if you could please subscribe, like, and comment, that would be super appreciated. I'm a super small channel, but I'm just trying to share my love of Universal, which will hopefully help somebody when they're planning their trip. Not a travel agent, just an OCD person that loves Universal. So thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day. Bye.